Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Emma, and I want to be discussing in this video, Fruits Basket 2019, episode 12. This episode, I've been waiting for it so much. I did not remember anything that would be in it, but I was just looking forward to it because I've had a long week. Anyways, I have some stuff on the board. I don't know if I'll be doing it in order, considering that my notes are not in order, but anyways, I'll try my best. If you want to see my reaction, there'll be a link to it in the description, because I did make sure to record that. And, yeah, no, this episode got me a few times. But anyways, it's the beginning of the spring term, as, you know, we find out. And obviously, as we found out last episode, through Momiji, he and Hatsuharu are going to Tohru, Kyo, and Yuki's school now. And that is part of this episode. We also get here at the very beginning that, after the opening, that Shigure was there, like, pretty much for, Momiji and Haru, and, you know, we get a little flashback of him mentioning it, and he's like, they're brothers to me, there's no other reason why I would be going, which everyone stares at him, well, Yuki and Kyo stare at him, and he's like, I wouldn't go there just to ogle girls. Yeah, no. Of course you wouldn't, Shigure. We totally trust you and believe you. You wouldn't do that. You're not that way. And Hana are like, hey, go get, Momiji and Hatsuharu, because they just found out that 2 more Somas are joining the school, and they're like, okay, why not? And, he's like, why do I have to do it? In which Hana scarily stares down on him and creeps me out. And it's just like, oh my god, Hana, I know you are that protective of Tohru, and no one's gonna tell Tohru what to do. But geez, please, cool, chill down. And so, Tohru's like, I wanted to go see them anyways, and so Tohru and Kyo go off to find them. Kyo goes and asks 2 girls if they, you know, seen them, and like, yeah, they're in my class, and goes to get them. Where Kyo hears 2 dudes talking about Tohru, like, saying she's cute, seeing how she's standing over by herself, and that she's, like, super spaced out, and they're talking about how, like, yeah, like, assertive girls are too, like that, we should go talk to her. And so Kyo goes over and, like, stares them in the eyes, and they're just like, oh, I'm out, okay, I'll leave her alone. And, that was, oh man, that scene. And, like, it was just like, don't space out when you're by yourself. You'll get yourself in a lot of trouble. And so she's like, okay, fine, it's Jaisler. And he's like, when you're alone, I'm with you, you're fine. And so she's like, and just immediately starts spacing out again. Adorable. Great stuff there. Great stuff, I say. And this transitions over to Momiji and Hatsuharu. Anyways, Momiji comes running down, and I'm immediately like, because Momiji's wearing the girl uniform, which at first I totally didn't notice. I was just like, you're adorable. So yeah, no, I didn't even really pay attention to that. But, you know, Kyo, like, Momiji's just running over like, hey, and Kyo just punches him, and is like, what are you wearing? And, like, I'm just like, leave Momiji alone. Me and Tohru were, like, the same person in that moment, like, what's wrong with Momiji wearing that uniform? You know, it's fine. It's the top, and he's wearing just short shorts. But, you know, it's, what? He looks great. As me and, like, me, Tohru, and I think one other person, Haru states, it's like, he looks fine. And, Haru, in a little minute, will also come to mention, like, hey, why not let him wear it now? Like, when he grows up, maybe he'll start wearing more, you know, guy things, you know, maybe he'll stop wearing, like, girlish things, feminine things. But yeah, no, that scene itself was great, too. We, get to see the student council president, Makoto, I'm forgetting his last name, Ike, whatever, and he's the one who calls Momiji out for wearing the female, like, the school girl uniform, calls out, Hatsuharu for his white hair, in which Yuki, goes, that's his natural hair color, and he's all like, his hair is black, too, so no, there's no way that's natural, which brings out Dark Haru, and, oh my god, Dark Haru, you need to chill. I mean, it's great what you did about Momiji, but please chill, and, Yes, he's the one who kind of talks about Momiji, and it's like, he's fine like that. Imagine him when he's older, when he's more assertive. And then the two girls who are with the president just go and imagine him, and I'm just like, whoa, God, calm down, please. And so, then he's like, imagine Yuki in a dress, and oh my God, I felt so bad. That imagery was honestly kind of adorable. But once again, I was sitting there like, I shouldn't think that. Poor Yuki. And Yuki got mad. He was like, I will... I forget the exact phrasing. I should have wrote that down. But he's just like, I will cut connections between us if you continue on with this line of thought. And he's like, come on, it was just hypothetical. And then the president keeps imagining it. He's like, stop imagining it. Oh my God, that was just so, yeah. Oh, also, before all that happening, they mentioned that Yuki wasn't here yet and that he's still working on some things. And I forget who it was that said it was like probably dealing with crazed first years. And so they show a first year asking, like, she was like, I think I lost my ID. And then Yuki comes and asks for help. And also she starts screaming her information, her age, blood type, what, like, she was a Scorpio, I believe. And just all of a sudden a huge swarm of girls came out of nowhere. Oh my God, I felt so bad for Yuki. Anyways, before all that though, we did see a black car, like the one from, when Tohru was at the estate with Akito in it. And so yeah, the next clue is the bell rang and they were getting ready to leave. Momiji and Haru said, hey, Yuki, Kyo, we have something to talk to you about, and so Tohru leaves, and then we get to see Akito. Akito comes, he shows up, and, he introduces himself to Tohru, and, yeah, no, the whole time I was screaming, danger, danger, oh, you scare me, and Tohru kind of got this off vibe from Akito as well, and that was a big sign there. And then, so while Akito is talking to Tohru, Yuki sees them from the window and immediately goes over and like is just like confronts Akito like, Akito, what did you do to Tohru? Which already lets us know that obviously Yuki does not think any high about Akito, and we get pretty good reasons for it, but you know, just putting that out there. One of my notes was like, scares me, and apparently Tohru as well, because Tohru does, after the confrontation, say, Akito kind of scares me. And she also brings up that Akito seems to hate her, which is a big point to focus on later down. But once Yuki shows up and gets that information, Akito walks up to Yuki and's like, why did you skip going to New Year's? And that, oh my God, I was immediately like, back the heck off, please. Leave my poor child alone. And we see, like, the most terrified look on Yuki's face throughout that entire thing. And we get a brief flashback, giving us a hint. And then we get a bigger one, and then, oh my, just looking at how broken Yuki was there was just hard. It was terrible and not fun at all. We, then go over to, after, Tohru tries to cheer him up and says, hey, let's go and, have some fun, school ends early, let's go hang out with the others after. In which, you know, they do go. We go over to Shigure and Hatsuharu, where we find out that Akito was like, she's ugly, she's pathetic, she's probably not smart, you know, like all the bad things you would imagine Akito probably saying. And it's like, and that Yuki would not, that he shouldn't be scared of her, Yuki will come back to Akito. There's no, like, still remembers me, is still terrified of me. And this is where we hear Shigure mention that, well, I mean, it would appear that after being locked up in a dark room and psychologically tortured for that long of a time, obviously, apparently it would be hard to forget that type of treatment. Locked up in a dark room and psychologically tortured. Yeah. That would leave a mark. That would make you terrified of a person. And Hattori brings up, though, that while there are those that would do harm, there are those who genuinely would love to try making things better and making people feel better instead of hurting them. And that was a nice thing to hear about and see. And I'm just like, please, Tohru, please. You're definitely gonna do the best you can, but help them. Like, the amount of, like, annoyance I had to that, I'm just like, wow, that's horrible. I just can't even, I can't express how much that scene actually hurt, which is why I have a reaction there, but it's just terrible, and oh my god. Okay, let's go on to the last note of the episode, the more cheerful, happy, I love Tohru moments. We see that after school, Uo, Hana, Momiji, Haru, Kyo, Tohru, and Yuki, they all are working, like, playing badminton. And, for one, they're like, there are no rules. You just keep going until the other group cannot play no more. Like, they're down for the count. And, I forget the teams exactly. Yeah, I'm forgetting I think it was, Yuki, Momiji, Tohru, and I'm trying to just remember if it was Uo or Hana. One of them was on the team, and the other team was Haru, Kyo, and then, you know, one of Uo or Hana. I think it probably was Uo. I'm not sure. But, yeah, that stuff. And, like, you see them having fun, and then we get to hear Yuki talking. Him imagining, him thinking, and talking about how he wanted to be a place where no one would forget him. Where, you know, like, warm people, warm places, and he's like, they actually do exist, while looking around, seeing everyone have fun, having fun himself, and looking at Tohru, and just, that was something really needed, because, like, poor guy, I can't, during the Shigure scene, we actually get to see Yuki begging Shigure to take him away from that place, from the estate, from Akito, and, like, to see that, and to jump over to him realizing that there are people who genuinely care about him, who want him to be happy, was so great. I think I nearly teared up at that scene, and I think I'm tearing up now that I'm overthinking it, but whatever. This episode had great moments, both in the, oh my god, why, stop it, and, like, in the comedy aspect, but in just, like, the emotional, like, reassurance way as well. And that is really what matters to me in a sense. And yeah, I'm going to end this here. Sorry for this review, thought, whatever it is. I obviously am not good at it. I was decent at my reactions, but now I'm here. Remember though, by September 3rd, I'll probably start doing normal things again. And if I feel confident enough in my recording sense, maybe I'll actually be back earlier, even before that. But this is, remember, a precaution because I have 2 strikes and I can't risk a 3rd. Once again, my reaction will be in the description below. It should be uploaded by the time this is uploaded, so that will be all good. And yeah, no, I'm going to go over to start watching people's reactions because I do that a lot. And Miss Maddie reads. Great. Because honestly, watching her reactions are great. Because, like, I know some stuff, but I don't know everything, and, like, seeing someone who knows the whole thing reacting to it is actually really fun. And just hearing her opinions on things, too, is actually really cool as well. But yeah, no. Going to end this. What are your guys' thoughts on this episode? How do you think things have gone? Where things will go? How do you feel about Akito and, like, the treatment towards Yuki? All those things are really cool to hear about, and it's interesting a lot. And yeah, I can't wait till next Friday. Not only because I'm currently going through summer school and next Friday means I'm halfway done, but because I just really want to see where the next episode goes. I'm forgetting the title already, and I literally was just watching the episode. That's one bad thing about me, is I forget things quite easily. It's annoying. But yeah, no, I think I vaguely remember where next episode might go. Oh, I remember now. I remember now. Okay, guys, All I'm gonna say is this is related to, Shigure mentioning someone named Aya, however you want to say it, I'm forgetting. But yes, no, that's all I'm gonna say on that matter. I saw that, I think I heard the voice and screamed and realized what the title was. Next episode's gonna be a great episode. See you guys. Bye.